Every supervisor and HR pro knows that managing employee time off is a fact of life in a modern workplace. Whether it's a well-deserved vacation, personal time to attend to family or private business, or sick leave, accommodating an employee's need for time away from the office is widely accepted as good business practice and an effective retention tool. In some cases, such as FMLA and jury duty, it is also the law. But when it becomes excessive, employee absenteeism can damage your productivity, profitability, and morale. Employee absenteeism is generally defined as a circumstance in which an employee is habitually absent or not present during scheduled work hours. The absences can be either scheduled or unscheduled and exceed the employee's allotted time off as outlined by company policy and in the employee handbook. In some instances, excessive lateness can also be construed as absenteeism. Your first and most effective strategy in managing absenteeism is to develop a clearly defined attendance and absence policy and communicate that policy to new and existing employees via your employee handbook. While the needs of every business and industry will differ, your attendance policy should spell out specific expectations, including a definition of the workday and hours, the amount of sick, personal, and vacation time allotted to employees, and procedures for taking that time. Outline how far in advance employees must notify their supervisors of their intention to take time off, and whether those requests must be approved based on departmental and corporate needs. For example, the need for work coverage during the summer or over holidays. Also explain the procedures for calling in sick, including whom to contact and by what time on a given day. Finally, note whether absences are compensated or not. For clarification and disciplinary purposes, you may also choose to designate absences as excused or non-excused. Excused absences are those that comply with company policy. They can be scheduled in the case of vacation, medical appointments, jury duty, funerals, military service, and the like, or unscheduled in the instance of illness or emergency. Unexcused absences are those that are not approved or in which the employee fails to comply with procedures such as not calling in for a sick day. Of course, some leeway must be used when applying the non-excused designation. For example, when an employee is in the midst of a medical emergency or other crises. You should also include an outline of consequences for excessive absenteeism in your policy. This example, in which the employer applies the designation of unexcused absences, outlines a threshold, 3 in 90 days, and a list of progressive consequences, including warnings, counseling, and termination. It is prudent to have your employees sign a written acknowledgement that they have read and understand the policies outlined in your employee handbook. Keep the signed acknowledgements in each employee's personnel file. For more information on managing employee absenteeism, visit the Employee Benefits section of the HR Library and click on the Leave and Time Off tab in the left-hand navigation.